Let's talk about how to mine the customer journey inside Wicked Reports. We've got a lot of ways to do this. Sometimes we're plucking out specific points in the customer journey. Sometimes we're combining all the different points of the journey to give you insights, either visually or just strictly from an ROI and lifetime value perspective. So let's take a look. There are 5 reports that explicitly call out the customer journey in different ways. These are the ones listed here. I'm going to actually show you specifically how to do that. Let's look at the Mission Control Report. When you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see Customer Journey Explorer. This is a 10,000-foot view of how the customer journey is happening with your customers. Starting from the far right, that's all the revenue for whatever time frame I've selected. And then we're showing the specific last clicks that have occurred, the percentages of how many sales have occurred from that channel from last click. Let me click on email. Once I click on a specific channel, you can then see where the leads came from that closed on those channels. Now, email is a great one to reverse engineer here because generally people, you do have some email lead gen and top of the funnel stuff, but mostly it's going to come from paid or organic or some other source that led to the emails converting. So when I click on email here, I see Google's done 10% of those leads approximately, and then Facebook's done 29%. And then other sources have done another 5%. So I can click on any one of those. Let's just click on Facebook and see that 95% of Facebook leads came from Facebook first click, and then 2% came from Google. Now I can click on Google and see, well, okay, 82% came from Google originally, whereas 14% came from Facebook. So you have a 3-channel journey here. Facebook first click, Google became new leads, closed on email. So that's one way you can use this high-level report. This is more big strategic objectives. One thing that'd be very interesting for a lot of you is to look at the other channel. This is Pinterest, Snap, Text, Rakuten. So 14% of his sales have closed from there, of which they've come 39% from the same channel, 8% Google, 18% Facebook. I can furthermore remine that one and see where they're all coming from. So kind of interesting. These are always interesting to me, but 25% Facebook first clicks became new leads on other sources that then closed on that same other source. This could be Facebook to Snap, Facebook to Pin, Facebook to Rakuten, Facebook to Text. Common funnel here for this advertiser. Now, one that doesn't get used nearly as much is the ROI report customer journey stuff. When you're looking at any specific ROI report, this is more for the tactical person, you're seeing the ROI of that campaign. But a little known fact here, which is going to become known to you now, is you can scroll over and then find the Wicked tools and then choose customer journey. And what that's going to do is just for this specific campaign, give you the customer journey breakdown. Now, a little verbiage here, you don't need that right now because I'm talking to you, but you can click on any conversion point and then map this campaign's conversions, either leads to sales or sales to leads, or first clicks to sales. This will show how did first clicks from this campaign become customers. So in this case, organic, and then this Facebook particular audience, then no attribution, then an email, led to people converting in this particular campaign. Or I can choose last clicks and see how did they become leads. In this case, this campaign powered a ton of the same last clicks, shows us converting really fast. Now you can close and hide that quite easily. We can go to another one here. Let's go to this Google search campaign at the top. Choose customer journey. When this ad closed the sale, how did these people become leads? Now we're going to go crunch those numbers. There was a lot of them. So in this case, search seafood, search all web pages, are the top things that led to this campaign closing. So search became the leads and closed the sales. Now let's look at when this campaign found leads. How did it close sales? Well, a lot of them were from the same campaign, and then some were from organic. So that's how that one played together. Now, when you're looking to do specific points in time for the customer journey, new lead cohort will just look at the lead point in time. So even if you're e-commerce, what made this person's email first become aware to you? And then new customer cohort is going to show when they buy, how much lifetime value occurs. The data mining reports use customer journey in a lot of spots. So right here, potential ad targeting to make money. This is just looking at all the different points in time, which ones are making the most money. In this case, 12 Days of Lobster, doing pretty well. When you come down here to missed opportunities, that is looking at new lead gen. Same with where did you find your best customers? Behind the scenes, we are looking at the point in time where an email address became known to you from paid advertising and subsequent lifetime value. Customer journey is most important in attribution model selection on the ROI report. So we have this handy guide that tells you which attribution model based on your goal, and 4 of the models are looking at specific points in the customer journey. So, and they're looking at that single touch. So that's really important to keep in mind, is that that's where you can get a big edge, is when we're looking at, out of all the touches, just slicing into the most critical conversions and measuring things based on that, because then you can scale with data that other people don't have. So when you're in the ROI report, you will see that when we pick the attribution model, you'll see, and it'll tell you what particular part of the journey this is most valuable in. So let's look at first click, and then I can click on that one. I'm just going to do ads for, I don't know, this last week. Let's just run them there. Well, I'm just doing email. Whoop, should have just done advertising. Let's just do advertising. It shows the first click. And then if you have any questions on that journey, you can come in here and go click and see the FAQ. That will then take you to further information. But we talk about where in the journey is this important and what are the rules behind it. Sometimes that stuff matters. So these are just some of the ways that you can get your customer journey insights from within Wicked Reports. Thanks and have a great day.